What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the prep series. For this episode, I'm going to be going into exactly what I'm doing for my peak week for this very first show. So I'm currently 8 days out from the BC Cup. And to be fully transparent with you guys, today has not been the best day, like kind of mentally with prep. I've had 5 deficit days in a row. So getting into that nitty gritty where I'm getting to severely or really low levels of body fat, where it starts to be a little bit harder to focus and to think clearly. But I really want to keep my word and make sure that I am filming this YouTube video for you guys. Because for me, I don't want to break that trust in myself, because if I tell myself I'm going to do something, I want to take action and do it. So yeah, this is going to be, I'm going to try to do it in one go. So stick with me through this process. So yeah, for this peak week, so if you guys don't really understand what exactly a peak week is, it's essentially a week before your show where you are trying to get the last little bit, you're trying to get your physique to look the best on stage. And a lot of times you can manipulate a couple little variables to give yourself an extra 5%. So the peak week is definitely not going to make or break your physique. Peak week is going to add 5% or possibly take away 5%, depending on what you do for the peak week. For this peak week, since it's my first show, since it's a warm-up show, my coach and I, Jeff Alberts is my coach from Team 3DMJ. We are going to take a very conservative approach to this peak week protocol. I've done multiple different types of peaks in the past, but we're going to keep it as simple as possible. The main thing that we want to do with a peak week is essentially fill out our muscle glycogen stores. Sometimes you want to focus on filling out your triglyceride storages in your muscle as well, which can help a little bit. But we're mainly going to be focused on more so filling out the muscle glycogen stores. So to keep this peak week super simple and less stress, because again, with peak weeks, the more stress you have, the more variables you have, the more stressed out you're going to be, and the more stressed out you're going to be, the higher cortisol levels are, and the more likely you're not going to respond well to the food that you're consuming. You're probably going to hold more water. So it's very important to be able to manage your emotions, manage stress when you are in peak week. So for most people, especially competitors that are newer to getting on the stage, it's very important to keep things super simple. Since it's my first show, and it's not like a huge show for me, it's more so a warm-up show, we're taking a very simplistic, conservative approach with it. So how it is going to be set up is, so starting Monday, I'll have a deficit day, so my regular deficit day at 2700. Tuesday will be a deficit day, and then Wednesday is when I start my refeed. So I'm going to be going up to 3200 on Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to assess how I am looking on that Friday. If I'm still looking a little bit flat in the morning, or if I'm looking spilled, we will adjust the carbohydrates and adjust the calories to ensure that I am not spilled or too flat. So when it comes to peaking, there's two different things. You can either be spilled. This is typically when you have too many carbohydrates, and if you have too many carbohydrates and they're not getting stored in your muscle cells, you are going to have them spill over outside that cell and give a bit more water retention there. So we want to ensure that I'm not having too much, or I'm just having the right amount. So we've done refeeds and stuff in the past with progress photos, and we have a good idea of how my body is going to respond. So yeah, so pretty much that's how the peaking process is going to go. For other variables like fat is staying the exact same, protein staying the exact same, water staying the exact same, sodium levels are relatively staying the exact same. They might go up a little bit just due to having more food and putting a bit more salt on the foods that I'm having. So that's pretty much the main game plan, is just Wednesday and Thursday is going to be a refeed day. Friday is going to be dependent on how I am looking. So it may be another refeed day, it may be maybe a deficit day, it may be somewhere in the middle. And then on Saturday, my coach hasn't announced exactly what I'm going to be doing on the actual show day itself. So maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that next week and in that YouTube video. But yeah, again, essentially just 2 deficit days, Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, refeed days, Friday, possibly a deficit day, possibly a refeed day, depending on how I am looking. So yeah, again, with flatness, if my muscle glycogen stores aren't fully replenished, a lot of times you will get more of a flat look where your muscles don't really pop as much or don't look as full. Whereas when we are spilled, you will typically look really full, but you'll look more blurred and you won't be able to see as much definition or as many striations. So it's a fine balance. It's usually better to come in a little bit flat rather than spilled over, because it's hard, once you do spill, it's hard to come back from that because it takes a lot of time. Whereas if you are a little bit flat in the morning, you can kind of feed in a little bit more into the show. So we always want to be on that conservative side. So that is what my nutrition is looking like. In terms of steps, he has me doing 6,000 to 8,000 steps every single day of the week. In terms of training is staying the exact same. We're just taking out the last lower body day on Thursday, because usually I'm working out Monday, Tuesday, rest day Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is when I work out as well. So we're just taking out the last lower body day. Typically in past peak weeks, I would adjust the training slightly just to be a little bit less fatiguing. But since I'm only training 3 days, my body has enough time to recover. But you do not want to be going up on the stage still super sore from your last training session. Because if your body's not fully recovered, you're probably going to be holding a little bit of water and you're not going to be able to flex as hard. You're going to be quite fatigued. So we want to make sure we're nice and fully recovered when we are stepping on that stage, and that my muscle glycogen stores are fully replenished. The last variable is going to be the water intake. We're literally keeping the water the exact same from Monday all the way till show day. Maybe have slight tweak on show day, but it's going to be the exact same amount of water that I've been consistently having. Same with the sodium. I'm just logging in my sodium today just to ensure what I'm roughly getting in. I'm just going to keep it relatively there throughout the whole week. So that is generally what the game plan is for my peak week for this show. The next one may have a couple more variables changed, but I definitely think with peak weeks, the less variables that are changing, the less the things you have to worry about, the better the outcome is going to be. So I'm really excited to take this approach to peaking. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I may put up some training footage on the side, but we'll see if that happens. Other than that, I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next week for the next YouTube video. The next YouTube video may not come out exactly next week. It might be the week before, after, but I'll be sure to make sure that there is one that comes out. Other than that, guys, I hope you have an awesome week, and I will talk to you soon.